Hello, hello. Welcome to Vintage Story. Well, for anyone who is watching the VODs, because there's not really anyone in stream yet, this is a survival game that is sort of like Minecraft, but very different. I'm going to be playing it with some friends on a server and recording it and probably making some episodes of a YouTube series. I'm not 100% sure on that part, but we will be recording everything in case I do decide to do that. Welcome to what I call the Airy. This is a little safe area that I made on the server, and it's because the server is going to have some unique things going on. There is an enormous mod list for this server, and I'll probably post it in the description after the stream is done, but this will allow us to do something going to the Forbidden West, which is going to be an adventure zone, about 10,000 blocks that way. However, I literally just... I'm actually still in creative mode. Sorry about that. Hold on. There we go. Oop. I'm freezing to death, but it's okay. I just logged in. I just finished making some, creative stuff here. For the record, no one can place blocks here, including myself. So it's not cheating. It really isn't. Trust me. And my inventory is stuff that I got just a moment ago playing with others. You will hear other people's voices while we're doing this because we do have RB voice chat on. And I will do my best to explain things as we go because I feel like the vast majority of people are going to watch this as a holy shit, it's an Exus. Oh, that's so cool. Hey, welcome to stream. I literally just started basically. But yeah, I'm going to try and explain things as best as I can as I go along. However, the beginning of Vintage Story is particularly brutal. So we're going to have to play seriously. I am playing as the Wanderer Azale. And we do have... Oh, shit. Fuck. We do have a town that we're going to be doing as a group. And the town... I chose a location, but I haven't made it safe or anything like that. In fact, I've not even been there yet. I do want to show off my spawn portal that I've made, or my Airy portal that I've made, but it's kind of filled with monsters right now, so we'll come back and show that off later. I'm going to see if I can find... Oh, that's a wolf. That's a wolf. Great start. My starting class started me with a spear, though, so it's just a scrap spear, but I might be able to kill something. Hey, Hex, I am streaming, just FYI, so... I am fine with baskets, thank you. Don't give me too many things, but I'm fine with that. Can you hear me, Hats, by the way? I don't know if I fucked my settings whenever I went live. I might have to check my settings again. If you're talking, I can't hear you. Hold on.
Oh, that's because I'm stupid and I...
Okay, good. It's you, not me. Good.
Yes.
That's all I wanted to hear. I do need to figure out how to turn up the RP voice range because I don't know why it's...
I believe that Shift-Tab extends the range in which people can hear you.
Oh, okay, yeah, I see that now. Clay. That's a good early find. Hold on. Clay is useful for everything in the early game. In fact, I'm actually going to grab some while we're here. You know what? No, I'm going to find town first. We did manage to grab some horsetail earlier, which we'll be using to make some healing. And the beginning of Vintage Story, if you've ever played RLcraft, it's kind of a lot like RLcraft. Honestly, I feel like they're probably even... They're honestly probably even inspired by each other. It's a lot of very, very rough beginnings with very rough enemies and very rough having to find things. Does anyone remember what the button opening your journal is? Nope, that's not it. I'll figure that out in a sec. There's a button where I can hover over an item and see what its recipe is or see what it's used for. And I can't remember what it is right now. But yeah, Vintage Story is kind of a lot like RLcraft, which I played on the stream before. It's very, very brutal, and I love it. And we have a ton of mods, and a lot of the mods make it even more brutal, make it even more difficult. So I'm looking forward to that. The thing I was talking about before with the Forbidden West, I do want to explain. I want to explain that as early as possible. Essentially, I'm not going to get a chance to play as much as everyone else. I have a life. I do a lot of things. I do fencing now. One of the reasons why I don't do YouTube. I have a active romantic life right now as well. And what that means is that... Ooh, seashell. What that means is that I'm just not going to get a chance to play very often compared to everyone else. I will be streaming every time I play, and there's no promises when those streams... Ooh, that's a fucking bear. Maybe? No, that's not a bear. What is that? Is that a bull? Or an auric? It's an auric. Interesting. Anyways, because of that, I created something called the Forbidden West. Essentially, it's going to be a portal to another zone far, far away, far off to the west, which is that direction. And the idea of it is that I am going to be able to... Me and anyone else, it's actually open to everyone. We're going to be able to go through it and have an area that is an adventure land. It's where you go to find dungeons and explore the area and savage the fucking land without having to worry about the fact that everyone's already done it around home, right? I have already picked out a base location. I'm just trying to find my way back to it right now. Because we're running a server, I did kind of do a few things that I normally wouldn't do, like creatively. It should be right around here somewhere. Basically, we have this area right here on the map that is going to be a town, and I would like for everyone to be within range of it. I will say that we are allowing people to savage the land. The Forbidden West just lets it so that, like, if people do savage the land, which is going to happen, that it means that I don't have to worry about not being able to do a dungeon or not being able to do any of the content because of it, which has happened in the past of other games. Keep the cow alive. What's Control H? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Newly. You answered a question from earlier. I see. Control H is to open the handbook. And there's another button that you can, like, hover over something. And is it hover over and press H? Yes. So if you hover over something and press H, you can see how to make it and what it turns into. Okay. Ooh. Quartz. Quartz is the most common of minerals. Also, I see someone. Who this? Who dat? That's probably Newly. So, this is probably where I'm going to be putting my base. And we have this beautiful, beautiful field with a river and all of this stuff. All of this stuff in order to make a town around. And I like the idea of all of us living near each other this time around so that we can kind of just be a community. Oh, I have a resin tree at my base. Holy shit. That's actually a huge deal. Resin's super, super fucking rare. Okay. But I do need to do the beginning parts of the game. So we need to make one of these baskets as soon as possible. I will try and explain things as I go, but I also need to move very quickly or else I am going to start dying. Just like Minecraft, we have crafting menu, but it starts getting less Minecrafty the farther into the game you get. We do have to worry about hunger, but stamina's not a thing. And unlike Minecraft, your HP does not necessarily regenerate based off of hunger. You regenerate... There's also goblins. There's also a lot of goblins. There's a possibility that I need to change the settings on the monster multiplier for... Oh! Okay. For player, I don't know if I need to yet. Quick tip. At the beginning of the game, once you actually have the ability to have some inventory, pick up berry bushes as you get them. Bring them back to your base. Replant them. They probably won't regrow their berries right away anyways, so might as well just replant them. Oh, fuck. I am, in fact, lighting. Okay. I need... what's the order of operations here? I think I need baskets first. My very nice community members did give me one basket, but I want more. I want to have an inventory space. Our earliest goal is to get the copper about as soon as possible, because once you get the copper, you can kind of start playing the damn game. Before that, your options are so insanely limited on what you can do. I doubt I'll even be able to get the copper. Where are the servers located? They're in Chicago. They should be 30 millisecond ping away from me. I don't know about everyone else, but I picked the best server. I hate to say it, but I picked the best server for myself. I just, you know, it just happens, right? Plus, it was central in the U.S., so I do know we have a lot of U.S. players. If we continue to have server issues, I will do my best to check on it. Yeah, we are close. It just might be having issues with... I don't even know what it would be having issues with, to be honest. Yeah, so that's a portal. If I stay near that, in fact, I'll just show you guys. If I stand too close to this, I'm going to start going insane, and I'm going to see the rust dimension all the way through it. And shit's going to get a little crazy. Oh. I also want these little flowers here. This is for magic. Magic is one of the mods that we have, and is going to be one of my major focuses, is to do magic. So these little plants, these rift blooms, can spawn based off of any flower near a thing. So these heathers are being turned into rift blooms. This was actually an incredibly good early find, because rift blooms are the starting point for the magic mod. So I want to make sure that these plants are very close. And we're going to try and get as many rift bloom seeds as possible. That was honestly, an incredibly good find early. However, if we stay here at nighttime, this will in fact spawn enemies like fucking crazy. You want to operate on copper pickaxe and a hammer. I am fine with any amount of cooperation that you guys want to do. I don't know if you're listening to the stream. I am a little preoccupied to be able to respond in chat right now. Super lucky for a start. Yeah, this is honestly, being able to get these very early is very lucky, because I can plant these early, and as soon as I have other things... Oh, I need to be going. Oh, by the way, you can be struck by lightning, so we're going to be keeping an eye out for that. But it is about to be nighttime, which means I do not want to be near that anymore. I do have a spear because of my starting class, but I don't really trust myself. Wow, I just fucking one-shot that goblin. Okay, how much are these goblins worth? Nothing. Okay. I might see about... Okay, so what we need... I need an axe, so I can cut down a tree, so I can make a fire. That's what we're going to do. Axe. This is one of the cool things about the game. You can actually nap flint. This is also kind of... I heard weird noises. This is also kind of how clay forming works, which allows you to do a lot of stuff. And this game also has a really cool and immersive blacksmithing system as well. Some of these recipes are just going to be like, oh yeah, that's just a Minecraft axe, right? Cut down a tree real quick. Making a public larder? Okay, and that's interesting as well. I will admit that I am not going to be paying too much attention to chat, because I am worried about surviving. I need a fire starter. That is... I need another stick. Okay. I need an open hand. There we go. I do need the dried grass. I'll pick up the stick again in a second. And I will probably like hide for the night, to be completely honest. It's a lot like Minecraft. I don't want to die, like, ever, if possible. So we're going to find a place to hide tonight. Ooh, I see a person. Group together for safety. Group together for safety. Hey, Fartfish, welcome to stream. Got some cooked meat if I want it. I will be good. Oh, wait, I already told Hex that we're streaming. Let me get close to him so I can explain. Hey, Hex.
Welcome to my
you have a monster. You have a
humble
monster.
abodes. Oh, yeah.
It's just a normal surface drifter, so it's basically like this is tier 1 drifter. Just FYI, Hex, in case you haven't read the server rules thing yet, I don't really want a ton of help, but I do appreciate early help, because, like, let's get this shit up and running, right? I'm going to...
Welcome to my house.
Yeah, we need to close that, like, very quickly. They will not give a shit about that. Okay. There we go. I'm going to...
Safety.
I'm going to spend the night with you.
Yeah, I was trying to make some things out of the clay that I got earlier, if you want some.
No, I'm good. I don't think I really need that much help right now. I got some food and everything. I'll let you guys know, though. More or less, the help is going to be like, hey, I haven't gotten a chance to play for several days. Help me out, right?
Yeah.
I very much like the survival, though, aspect. I will say, though, I do have a spear for night 1. That's a bit of an uncommon situation to be able to have a night 1 spear. So I could kill some stuff and see about getting some early resources from the drifters. Because the drifters do drop some stuff that we care about. Quite a bit. See a name over there? I wish there was a name list. There's a name over there. So that is Newly over there. Who's at spawn? No one. Why am I seeing a name over there? That's super weird. I do apologize for the stream. It is very dark. It's very dark for me too. What's up, Hex?
I was saying that earlier I did encounter a ghost Newlip.
Oh yeah, it's probably a ghost Newlip. You're right. Okay. I am... Okay. How do I make the easiest door? Let's do that real quick. There is a door that's made out of, like, just... Nope, that's planks. Planks are so incredibly far away. Hold on. Let's go to log. Because I'm pretty sure it's made out of logs. Here we go. Where the heck is the door? There we go. So 2 logs, 3 sticks. Can't do that. I want a door and some logs, and then I'm gonna go make a house on my hill.
Yeah, that's okay.
Oh, there's a wolf out here. Never mind. Coming back inside. I'm not a coward. I'm a survivalist.
There's a difference.
There is a difference. So, I guess while I'm sitting here, if you don't mind, I'm just going to chat for a second, Hex, to my stream and to the VOD. So things that are unique about Vintage Story. It has a whole ass fucking crafting system that is absolutely really cool. It's a lot more in-depth on the nitty-gritty than Minecraft. In fact, oh, you actually have plenty of fire in there. I was going to say, like, you need fire for fire pits. You can place things on the ground. It's one of my favorite aspects. It's like the game gets very decorative over time because everything's very immersive. Like, that's the key word of Vintage Story, is immersive. It is very hardcore at times, but combat's actually a lot of fun, especially because we have this Overhaul mod. You'll see these little up and down things. So I actually have a different attack if I press down first or up first. If you've ever played Mordhau, you'll probably recognize that. It doesn't matter as much for the spear, but it does matter a lot for other weapons. Plus, with the spear, I can also chuck it. And it does an insane amount of damage. But I have to go get it back. I should find my push-to-talk button, so I'm not just, like, talking your fucking ear off here.
That would be, caps lock.
Okay, testing? Nope. I have it on automatic, so I need to find the button to turn it off. I need a mute button.
Yeah,
That's what I need. Toggle mute. Okay. That there. Make sure that wasn't a random command for OBS. There we go. Okay. So now I can talk without blowing up Hex's ears here. Yeah, so we're going to have a bit of a goal as far as the server is concerned, or at least as far as my efforts on the server is concerned. I want to focus this time on a couple specific things. I'll check the time. It is 10 p.m. in game. I want to focus on a couple specific things. I want to focus on exploration. I want to focus on doing the actual storyline, because there is, in fact, a storyline to the game. And I want to focus on doing dungeon diving. So in that regard, I did actually add a whole bunch of like dungeon mods to this game. So if you're familiar with Vintage Story, there's going to be quite a few extra things. There's also, as you saw, goblins and orcs and all kinds of dangerous monsters. I think there's even dragons. Yeah, I think there's dragons. So yeah, we're going to have a lot of adventure focus. I'm going to be spending a lot of time probably trading with everyone else and then going exploring using the Forbidden West portal that we set up in order to go off to the west. If the Forbidden West starts getting a little cluttered with the amount of things that have been ravaged, we're even going to move the portal even farther west. Just to make sure that there's always some new things to explore, and it means that whenever people play this game, way more than I will be playing this game, I'm going to still have things that I can do. I am hoping that this is going to be interesting for you guys, and if you guys have any questions or comments, please let me know. We will probably have some building streams, and just because of how Vintage Story is, there will be some grinding, and there will be some boring stuff as well. Yes, there are dinosaurs. I'm actually being a little coy with mentioning what kind of dinosaurs there are, so I would request that if you know about the mod list, don't mention it. Okay. I'm done talking to my stream now. I'm going to... You know what? I'm coming back inside again. Because I realize what I need. I need...
Very indecisive.
No. I'm not indecisive. I'm just thinking, okay? I'm thinking. There's a difference. I need a torch. Hey, do you have a stick? I need one stick.
Yeah, I've got...
Just give me, like... Yeah. Thank you. I will say, just as a quick warning, if you have something in your offhand, your stamina does actually go down faster. So if you're playing like a Blackguard or something like that, because this game does have classes, each class actually has like a bunch of different traits. I should probably show you guys what my traits are. If you're playing Blackguard and you're wearing armor and you have something in your offhand, you're going to lose your food so fucking fast. So I'm playing the Wanderer. Basically, I am self-sufficient, which is extra foraging, wild crops, powerful, which makes me better at melee. I have a little bit less hunger rates, a little bit more loot from all of those places I'm going to be going to. I have an exclusive lantern, which is actually the best lantern in the game. And I'm good at one-handed swords and spears. But I'm slower in armor. I get less ore, which is why I'm hoping to trade with these motherfuckers in order to get some ore. And
hey, that's me.
Indeed that is. And apparently I'm a careless butcherer, so I also shouldn't be doing too much hunting. So basically, I have managed to find a class that is exactly what I want to do. Doing dungeons and not hunting or doing my own ore. Okay, now I'm going back outside. Now that I've a torch, I can actually fight some of these guys. I will say the combat seems simple for now. I mean, it is actually simple combat, I will say, in the long run of things. But it seems extra simple right now because I only have a spear. Ooh, crystallized memories. Hell yeah. There is a magic. There is a magic mod that I'm going to be going very heavily into. And whenever you unlock magic, it's kind of like a choice. You no longer are able to loot crystallized memories. So it's a good idea to get some of those early before I unlock magic. I'll have to look into that mod a little bit later to figure out how to do that again. There is a Bowtorn over here. Yeah, this game also has a Cthulhian subtext theme. There's a lot of Cthulhian creatures in it. There is a thing called a Shiver that is a fucking horror monster. It looks like a Demogorgon. It's awful. I hate it. Oh, shit. Shit, that's not good. Let me in.
Yep, opening the door. There.
I jumped into the water, so my torch went out. Immersive gameplay. Yeah, there's a lot of sounds out there. If you didn't notice, as far as the stream goes, I'm even having to use a fire starter to start my torch. This game's so cool. Oh yeah, I can't actually use... You know what? That's what we're going to do. We're going to learn how to start magic. Because I'm not scared of monsters. You're scared of monsters. Rustbound Magic.
Of course I'd be scared of them.
So I need unstable rift blooms. I need to make the manual of magical arts. Gotcha. How do I do that? Manual of magical arts. I need 8 dried grass and 1 rift bloom seed. Easily done. And I have a book. Oh, wow. This changed so much. This is so cool. This used to just be like a Minecraft book where you just had to like flip through the pages and everything now. Okay. How do we unlock magic? I'm going to mute so I can read this hex.
Yeah, it's fine.
Humans of the past used to tell stories of individuals overcoming impossible feats through the use of a force known as magic. Magic, this power that can reshape the world, is tied to the cosmic energy known in this world as rust, which comes from a mysterious realm known as the Rust World. That's actually tying into the base storylines of Vintage Story, which does have a story, by the way. Once a seraph, which are what we are, peers beyond the veil into the endless void, the unknown becomes known, and through careful balance of one's temporal stability, this cosmic power can be harnessed, and imagination becomes reality. Use this guide to embrace a time long forgotten, and walk the path towards the Archmage. Man, we're becoming Vellum really fast. I must be clear on this, however. Magic is a long and arduous journey. Mastering magic requires time and effort, but provides many benefits. Some benefits can be shared with lower level mages and even non-magic users. Likewise, those who do not walk the path of the mage will also have perks, such as a lower aggro range for elemental creatures and an increased drop rate for things that mages need, like crystallized memories. Exactly. A trade of resources for services. So the first thing I need to do is I have to get these rift bloom scenes, etc., etc. Risk crystals. Okay. To unlock your magical power, you must lower your temporal insanity to 10% or less, and use control right-click while holding rusty dust. Okay, so I need to make rusty dust. How do I do that? I don't know. Stay still and sneaking for 5 seconds to finish unlocking magic. Okay, so I need to figure out rusty dust, and that's the first thing that we're going to want to do. Let's see. So we need a rust crystal. Okay. Oh, wait. Nice door. Very nice. So these crystals...
would you look at that? It's trying to get in.
Just FYI, don't stand on fires.
Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds smart.
Let me know if the other people across the roleplay chat are too loud. He sounds kind of loud for me, but yeah. Okay. Non-mages can still attempt to harvest these crystals, but suffer side effects in doing so. Loose crystals can be used as a catalyst. These anchors grow. Where do we find them, though? Where do we find them? Not sure. It tells me what the ingredients are for, but it doesn't tell me how to get it. Have I skipped something here? I did sort of like read through that very quickly. Oh, rust crystals appear near the portals as well. Okay. Loose stones within the range of a wrist. Okay, so we need to get some loose stones and get it within the range of a rift, and that will get us rust crystals. So tomorrow, once daytime comes, which it is 3 a.m. in game, so we're about half an hour in game out from daytime, we will be able to go and get ourselves some rust crystals. We just have to collect some of the stones that are along the ground in order to do so. Put my torch away. The monsters do not disappear at night. I'm going to be heading out to find another portal as soon as daytime comes, but I will clear the monsters around your place. I'm just kind of waiting for them to back up a little bit. Also, I think PvP's off. Do you mind if I test that?
Go for it.
Did you take damage?
No.
Okay. You turned red, so I was a little concerned, but you... Okay, you didn't take damage.
I think that's just my skin.
Murder time! Okay, there we go. Let's go and find a rift portal and go insane. That sounds like a wonderful plan. Also, bunny. I'm not going to be able to catch this bunny. I can catch its baby. That's not as useful as you might think. Ooh, bees. Bees are actually very useful. Okay. We have too much stuff. We have some of the basics, and we have a lot of time on our hands now before the next nighttime comes. Let's go ahead and plant this. Gather up some stones in case we see a rift portal that we can put stuff down next to. And let's find our way back up to our home real quick. And I'm going to try and get some basic shit set up so that... Fuck is that? Oh, God! Great time for a light spike. Did I kill it? I killed it while lighting. Interesting. There's another one. Okay, so the skeletons are very easy to kill. They're just fucking jump scares. Holy shit. I haven't actually played with any of these monster mods, so I really don't know what to expect from most of these. I kind of don't want to take time to explain anything else until it comes up, though. So for now, we're going to just kind of play, and I'll kind of talk about what I'm doing as I do it. I think... Yeah, I kind of want to just make some really simple stuff. Ooh, is that a frog? There's like a creatures mod as well that introduced a whole bunch of critters. And I really like the critters so far. Speaking of, did people see that there's a new Critical Role Season 4 coming out soon? And Brennan Lee Mulligan is going to be the host? I am honestly incredibly excited for that. I have been in love with Dimension 20 for a very long time. And Brennan Lee Mulligan is a gem and a wonder. He is a gift to mankind. And him being a permanent member of the cast and also the DM means that Matt Mercer's actually going to get a chance to fucking play D&D on the internet. And in a long form. Like, he's played D&D on the internet before, but not in long form like this. I'm actually very, very excited about this. This sounds very, very cool. I think I'm going to mute whenever I'm talking to you guys instead of talking to other people. Because if anyone walks by me, they're going to be like, ah, there's a madman over there rambling. Must be because he got too close to all of those rift portals. I guess me being insane canonically for this server does make sense, considering that you actually have to go insane to unlock magic. Kind of fantastic. Also, I just realized my mountain is quite cold. Again. I like living in high places, so my punishment in Vintage Story is that every time I live in a high place, I have to deal with the fact that it's going to be ice fucking cold. Is that a portal? Is that a portal? Can we immediately get rift stones? Hell yes. Okay. There's a portal. These portals actually move every day, by the way. Oh yeah, that's scary. Don't worry about him. We'll learn more about him later. How much do I need? I only need 1 rusty dust. Okay. So we'll wait into... What is... Wait, what? That's not a portal. Fuck is that? Unstable Ancient Spire. This is too unstable to meditate with. Oh, I just took some sort of debuff for breaking that crystal. Your body withers. This is beyond your comprehension. Okay. We're going to set up a campfire real quick. So we have to do this first. And then we have to put some logs on it. And then I will put some more logs inside of it. And there's no reason to light it because it's raining. The portal disappeared. Okay. I officially don't know what's going on with Rustbound Magic anymore as a mod. It kind of had a complete overhaul whenever Vintage Story went to 1.20. So we're going to be discovering this new stuff together. At least I'm assuming that that was Rustbound Magic. There are 2 other magical mods in the game. One for alchemy and one for enchanting. I probably plan on getting into all of them because I liked Minecraft Magic. Whenever I was playing Minecraft, like Feed the Beast back in the day, I got really into Thaumcraft and Witchery over every other mod by like a pretty huge margin. Okay, we need like a hovel. So one of the best ways to do that is we're going to make a shovel super fast. A lot of people who play Minecraft, but not Vintage Story, would probably go like, oh, I need a hovel. I'm going to cut down some trees. No, there's actually a better way. I'll put that on the ground. You can put almost everything on the ground. So, like, I can come over here and put my axe down and my fire starter down so that I don't have to carry them with me. And we're going to make a shovel because I need to clear this land a little bit for my eventual base anyways. So what we're about to do is going to be useful either way. It did seem like Hex was already making some clay stuff, so I'm getting the impression that Hex has played before. I do know that Azale and Newly, who are other channel members and longtime friends of the channel, also have played before. If you have watched pretty much anything of mine or been in a single stream, you'll probably know them. They're also my moderators. We also have some other people who are going to be joining, including one of the people from SCA who I fence with, which I'm kind of excited about. Don't know how that's going to go over. I've never played a video game with this individual. I just fence with him. Okay, so what are we doing and why is it better than logs? So if you just grab 4 dirt, you can just put it in a... Wait, am I wrong? How do you make packed dirt? Packed dirt. Oh, okay. I am right. I was like, you don't need another thing. There we go. So you can just put it in your crafting table like this, and it all turns into packed dirt instead of normal dirt, which nothing grows on, and is better for constructing things very early game, which we are very early game. So we're going to, as much as I hate it, we are going to make a dirt hovel. It's not going to be a true hovel. It's literally just going to be like, I need a roof, because rain affects things in this game. I legitimately need a roof. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of reinforce the wall here, and then we'll make a fancier roof in a second. Well, not in a second. We'll make a fancier roof eventually. The fancier roof is actually very time-consuming. If you've ever played something like Worm Online, you'll be aware of the amount of time-consuming that this game can be, where you legitimately can take a very, very long time to do anything. And I don't know. I actually appreciate that about this game because it makes it feel like everything has more value to it. Like, I can't even make boards. In order to make boards, we actually need copper and a saw. So it probably won't even be today IRL before anyone manages to make boards. Unless someone just kind of... Someone else on the server might speedrun it, to be honest. That might happen. I wouldn't be surprised if someone could speedrun boards and a copper saw very quickly, but it is a little based off of luck. You can't just dig into the ground and just find copper. That's almost impossible. It's never going to happen. You actually have to find it based off of surface deposits. So like this has a surface deposit of quartz, for example, right? So that tells me that there's actually quartz somewhere underground beneath us. There's also granite beneath us because that's what the surface rocks are here. It's actually how the game works. Is that if you see a stone on the surface, that is what is beneath you. Very fucking cool, right? Hex already found a deposit of copper. Okay. Well, I will say one deposit of copper is not enough for a pickaxe and a hammer, which is the beginnings of, like, the copper endeavors. But it's pretty damn close. I think we would need 2 at minimum. 2 deposits at minimum. Unless it's just a really large deposit. I promise we will make a better house. In fact, I like building a lot, and I really hope that people in my stream and my etc. like building as well, because we're gonna spend a decent amount of time building on this server. That is my other focus. Ooh. Worm. I'm going to eat the worm. Oh, I should get some fishing up and running. Hold on. Nope, that's not the right one. Fish. Nope. I need... It is called Primitive Survival. It's made from sticks. Okay. So I need... Nope, that's a signpost. I need a stake. Okay, so it's just a stick. We need 2 of those. And then we need... Let's go back to Primitive Survival. I'll tell you what I'm doing in a second. Let's see. Trapping. Fish baskets. Fishing hook. And... trot line. Okay. So we can just use cordage for that. So I can either use vines, other vines, or 3 cattails. Okay. So I need some cattails and some sticks in order to do that. And we'll set up fishing relatively quickly. I just need to get this down first. This is going to be kind of like our temporary starting shelter. And it's going to be large enough for us to do what we need, and we can slowly replace the walls and etc. as we go along. I do plan on this base kind of like... I have a vision here. I plan on this base kind of like cutting into this wall a little bit, but always keeping a good view down over the valley, because they're going to play more than me, right? So not only am I slightly secluded from the people who are playing more than me, but I'm also going to be able to log on and immediately give the entire stream a nice little view of like, hey, here's what everyone else did while I was offline. And you'll be able to slowly see the buildings build up and stuff like that. Which, considering this is also a recorded playthrough, will be very cool to eventually do like a time lapse of all of this as well. The early drifters have a hard time climbing up blocks that are too high. So in order to get some of our stuff here, we actually want this worm here. That'll be useful for later. In order to get the dirt we need to finish off our house, we're just trying to go ahead and make a defensible area at the same time. Okay. Is that big enough? It's big enough for now. It is literally a it'll have to do kind of situation, okay? Again, this hurts me more than it hurts you to make this, okay? It legitimately hurts me more than it hurts you. So now we actually have at least the start of a base. Get a campfire down again. Make sure it's nowhere near anything that can light on fire. Trust me, I have seen someone burn down their entire base more than once. And we'll put down these bushes so that they get out of our inventory. We'll put one there. We'll put one there. And let's see. I want to plant these Bloom seeds as soon as possible. Let's go ahead and say that our magical farm is going to be over here eventually. So we don't want these near a wall. They kind of have to be out in the open like this. And we'll plant them in a nice little pattern like that. Eventually, we're going to want to cut the ground between them like this, because if you step into a Riftbloom seed, they will hurt you. Let's see. Can I put the crystallized memories on the ground? I can. Cool. So we'll go ahead and put those down for now. Is there anything else I can put down? I think I could probably put this down. No, I would need a bookshelf to put down the book. Unsurprising. Food is now a very high concern of mine, and also getting a door on this is a high concern. So to get a door, we're going to want wood, which we saw earlier. I have some horsetail in my inventory. Oh, is that a berry bush? Cool, we just have a cranberry bush right next to us. What the hell is that? Huh, I don't know what that is. There's a zoom mod that we might add to the server at some point that allows you to like zoom in on things from a distance. It's kind of like a thing that Minecraft has in the new age here. Oh, this is a very tall tree. The longer it takes you to cut it down is because it's a taller tree. Basically, you're spending durability for each block of the tree that you will cut down whenever you cut down the bottom block. Okay, and I need a door. Just preparing myself for night one here. Oh. Okay, so we have a door. I want to get fishing up and running very quickly as well. So we're going to nap some fishing hooks real quick. Yeah, as Newly just said in the chat, Newly, for example, managed to burn down an entire forest. I don't want to, like, call people out, but Mahari also managed to burn down a very freshly made house. Like, they made a house and then immediately realized that there was some stuff too close to their clay furnaces, their clay burning areas, which is a common mistake, and burned down a house. On one of the first servers, I accidentally put fire pits where a friend of mine, Kurd, was going to log in, and I caught him on fire. He literally logged back into the game on fire. I felt a little bad for that one, but only a little. We are actually going to make some fire pits right now over here as well. I'm kind of just doing the things. I can't make a pit there. We actually just can't mine stone, by the way. That's actually impossible right now. I don't want this fire pit near the... You know what? We're going to do this. We'll fill that in, and we'll make our third one here. The reason that there's a block right above it is because these pits will also go out if there is water over top of them. Do I need to make anything else with the pine logs before I get rid of them? Let's see. Oh, there's palisades. That's interesting. We can make a raft. Ooh, that is very expensive. We'll look at the rafts later. It doesn't look like I need the pine logs for anything, so we're going to go ahead and turn them into lumber, firewood, so that we can store it better. And immersive storage. Fucking love it so much. One of my literal favorite things about this entire game is the immersive storage. So, in order to get fishing, we have the fishing hooks. We need sticks and cattails. Best way to get sticks is to punch leaves. You actually will be able to see a leaf that says branchy leaf, like that one, and it'll give you a branch every time. The reason I'm mentioning that is because I have seen people running around punching leaves for hours on end, not understanding that if you don't punch a branchy leaf, you won't get a branch. We're also going to look at our settings real quick, because I have this parkour mod where I should be able to, like, jump and grab ledges, but I forgot what the button for it is. I might have to just look that up later. We also have the skills mod. I'll show you guys that later. Basically, we get some EXP for doing everything. Catch ledge. R. Can I do that here? Do I actually have to, like... Hey, let's practice parkour super fast. I know I'm, like, getting ADHD here. But no one should be surprised. I was right on that being R, right? Catch. Let's go to catch. Catch ledge is R. Do we have anything else bound to R that it's going to come fight with? Yes. We'll put this to 7. I just put all of my things that I want to unbind to 7. Okay, that's... I actually don't know how this works. Maybe we do this. I know there's like a timing element to this. Found a trader that sells blue cheese. That is very fancy. Okay, we will have to practice this later. I'm running out of food. Let's go take care of... The reason I was trying to figure out the catch ledge thing is because whenever we come back up the mountain, if we can climb the mountain... Ooh, a snake. Oh, jeez! Snake's bite. Okay, that should have been fucking obvious. God damn it. Ow. Oh, I hear a portal. Okay, let's put down some stones. And see if we can get some of this rust stuff. We don't want to lose too much sanity. Sanity, by the way, is the gear that you see in the center bottom of my screen. Okay, we got a small rust crystal. We are taking damage from doing this. We do have a healing thing, though. Oh, shit. I am instantly fully insane. We're gonna jump in the water because this is going to be bad. So, now the world looks like rust. And, we are going to start imagining monsters that are going to come after us. And everything's kind of wiggly. I didn't expect this to be something that we have to deal with anytime soon. I think the rust crystals were debuffing me with something that was killing my sanity really fast and I wasn't noticing. Yeah, that's scary. Don't worry about Gary. Okay. We are regaining sanity faster than the imaginary monsters are spawning. The portal did close, though. So we can come over here and grab this rust crystal. I'm going to go ahead and grab it while we're insane, because there's no reason to not grab it right away. Oh, man, I have to maybe turn down the harshness of that effect or something. That is so drastic. Holy fuck. Hi, Gary. Am I taking damage? I am. I'm in fact so insane that I'm taking damage. So how... Okay, I have a rust crystal now. How do I go from a rust crystal to rusty dust? Hmm. I don't see anything here about rusty dust. So, harvesting mature rift blooms with a knife or the spell transmutation will drop materials used in magic along with a chance to have a seed to replant with. Transmutation spell drops more resources, increasing the chance of getting a seed back. That being said, rift blooms are not native to this world, so over time you'll find your farms getting smaller. So I do have to basically keep stocking up on rift bloom seeds. That's not that bad. Huh. So I can break them down to the smaller size. Is there a page 4? Yeah, the rest of the book I can't read because I'm not a mage. I might actually literally have to look this up. Well, in the time being, since magic is a little bit foreign to us. Hey, pear tree. Pear tree is very useful. That'll get us pears in future seasons. It won't bloom this year, though. It'll be like next year in game, which is going to be a very long time from now. IRL. There's a dead hare. That's not necessarily good news. We might be able to get some meat off it, though. Means that something else killed it. Could you please finish the harvest? Thank you. We will want the bones, though. Useful for a lot of different things. Pick up these granite stones. Another dead hare. Interesting. Something's definitely killing all of the animals around here. If we get enough meat down here, then we can at least cook ourselves something for tomorrow. Because we are officially starving to death. If anyone's listening to the stream, do you guys have food so I don't... the stream doesn't have to listen to, like, awful oboe noises as I starve to death? Be kind of nice. There is a ton of blueberry bushes down here. They're close enough to our base that I think we're just going to leave them. Ooh. There's mushrooms here. These mushrooms will actually regrow in the same place. And this is a healthy mushroom. Cool. We have enough to not starve to death immediately. Got some rye. Unfortunately, rye is not useful until we get, like, cooking up and going. Another dead hare. Yeah, something's murdering all of this stuff. Normally, like, if it weren't for the mods, I would say it was like a bear. But with the mods, could be fucking anything. So we do want to actually mark this spot right here, because there will be mushrooms here in the future. They will regrow in the same spot. We just need to make sure not to break these blocks where the mushrooms were growing. Oh, death cap. That is not going to be a healthy thing for me to eat. I can eat these, though. Even though there's not a direct relation to between hunger and food, you do still lose hunger for regenerating food. Or, sorry, you do lose hunger for regenerating health. Just FYI. So if you feel like your hunger is going down so dramatically, it's probably because you're running a lot and you are having to regenerate health a lot. Are these? Let's see. I can cook them, but I'm going to eat one for now, and I'll keep another one for cooking. Honestly, we really need to get that fishing up, because that'll get us some immediate food. So we need 2 of these steaks. And then we need at least 1 more piece of cordage. Ideally more than 1 more. So we need, I'm just grabbing some mushrooms so we don't fucking die. So we need some cattails. Cattails are going to be growing along the water, and I bet money that a lot of them are going to be harvested already around here. I do apologize for the lag. It's something we're going to be investigating between streams, or if it gets bad enough, maybe even today, because I actually have been having some lag issues, which shouldn't be happening because the server is literally, like, the place where I chose the server from is, like, a mile from where I live. Giant water tunnel through the mountain? Yeah, those water tunnels are actually generated by the Rivers mod, and the tunnel will always lead out the other side. So, like, you can take a boat along the river or something like that. It's very freaking cool. What can we give up? We need to give up something. Actually, we will just eat this Tinderhoof. Because I need space for these. Oh, I also need to make my last bag. In the bottom right, you can see that I have bag slots. I get one more slot for a bag. And that will expand my inventory in here. As we get better and better bags, I'll get larger and larger inventories. I think the largest I've ever had was like 4 leather backpacks, which put me at something in the range of like 24 slots, which is officially higher than Minecraft, I do believe. Okay. There is a second cordage. Let's set up a tiny, tiny, tiny little fishing spot right outside our base. Since we live up on a hill, we're definitely going to want to find a way to get up and down that hill faster as well. What day is it in game? It is day 8 out of 30 for May. We want to get the ability to generate food. We want to get the ability to do quite a few things before winter. We'll just put that there for now because I need some dirt to finish this. And I'll show you what I'm doing in a second. Basically, primitive survival is exactly what it sounds like. I need 2 spaces, I think. Yeah, there we go. Pick this guy back up. It is like early day survival. It makes the early parts of the game way more interesting. And then we come over here and we connect the lines like so. So now we have a little trot line. And then we can take the fishing hooks, put them on the trot line, and then a earthworm on the fishing hook. And we can leave this alone and come back later, and there will be fish here. It even checks the chunk to see if you fish too much, and you can refill the chunk by throwing back unwanted fish that are like too low weight or a type that you don't want back into the water. It's a very cool little mod. We need a better way up to our house. We need a better way up to our house, like, immediately. Excuse me, sorry. I lost track of my mute button. I don't actually remember where my mute button is for my stream. There we go. I might spend the night trying to figure out how the parkour system works. It's another mod. It's not part of vanilla, and hopefully it's not too powerful. It's actually the first mod on the chopping block, where if it's too strong, we're going to get rid of it. We had a climbing mod on our last server, one that we were just playing privately, and the climbing mod sort of trivialized some of the early game challenge. So I ended up getting rid of it very quickly. So maybe I have to, like, press R instead of holding R. I don't know. I will have to maybe just look that up later. Go ahead and light our campfire and cook as much of our food as we can. So, what is our job for tomorrow going to be? Can't quite figure out magic yet. That might have to be a next stream sort of thing, next session sort of thing. I don't really want to sit here and, like, look up magic and the magic mod while you guys are sitting here watching, because that's going to be boring. Well, actually, maybe I do that. I can just, like, have you guys go through it with me. I can put this down, right? Yes, I can. We can also put down the bones. As many things as possible put down, I will do so, just because it'll make my life a little bit easier. We also can use these reeds to make some healing things, so that we're not burning as much of our HP, or much as our food bar healing ourselves. This food is a little bit harder to acquire than healing right now, especially with how much horsetail there is nearby. But horsetail is a expendable resource. Once we run out of horsetail nearby, we actually just won't be able to get any more. Something to keep in mind. Can we cook these? We can. If you see the temperature over here start moving, it means that it will be cooking. Okay, so apparently meditation is a thing from Rustbound Magic. We can get familiars. Interesting. Use a rusty dust to unlock magic. Acquire any essence core. Okay. While the nighttime is passing, let's see if we can figure this out. Go ahead and close this up. Grab some of our food. Oh, I think someone's trying to get into the server. Yes, there is someone trying to get into the server. Let's go ahead and let them in, so... Let me open up a browser, but I want to make sure that it is not doing anything weird before I switch you guys over. Okay. So, Rustbound Magic. How the heck do we do this? How to get started? So we'll be able to get rift flowers. They will get us unstable rift blooms. Harvested with a knife, they have a chance to do a rift bloom seed. Use the seed and a few other items to create the magical arts. Follow the achievements system. That wasn't helpful. Okay. Let's see. Rift bloom grind, rusty dust. Okay, so I think I'm understanding now. I am betting that the rift bloom flowers that I planted out there, those when they grow are going to drop a potential for... What's happening here? Okay, there was a duplicate item because of lag. They're going to grow a chance for the seed, but they're also going to grow rusty dust, which will give us the ability to get our rusty dust for the magic. Yeah, we need beds soon. Guess while I'm waiting, I can look at some other things. Traits. How do I make my lantern? So we have a unique lantern as a wanderer called the Recovered Lantern. It has one of the highest light levels in the game. We need a Jonas lamp and a ruined lantern. In order to get both of those things, I will need glue. How do we make glue? Glue requires resin, which we have nearby, powdered charcoal, which is very easy to get, and a pot, a cooking pot. Oh, I can make a bed with grass. Hold on. Very good point. Very, very good point. I don't know what the recipe is, so we're going to do this. Hay grass turns into a hay bed. Okay. Head back to hay grass. So I need... Yeah, because getting a bed early means that we're not going to have to sit here and sit through the night every time. But this is kind of like my old Minecraft servers where everyone needs to sleep. And then if we sleep, we will sleep through a chunk of the night. Better beds actually let you sleep for longer, because the early beds will actually not let you sleep long enough to get through the entire night. Hopefully we can get everyone to get a bed. Looks like the only person behind here is Hex. I believe Hex is relatively new to Vintage Story, though, so don't blame him by any means. We'll kind of organize our place real quick while we're waiting, because there's not much we can do right now. I would go out there and fight, but there's very limited space in front of my base. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to get my ass kicked. Wait, actually, hold on. What we can do is we can let a few of them in. And then fight them in here. They are going to throw rocks at me, so I will take some damage. But if we end up sleeping, I'll get most of that HP back. These surface drifters have a very, very low chance of dropping loot. But they can potentially drop loot that's going to be very useful to us. Okay. Now we're sleeping. It is 11:51 at night, so it should take us into about 7 a.m., which is daytime. I think we can also sleep by kicking everyone off the server who doesn't have a bed. Which, if we're struggling with that in the future, that is a very real concern. Oh yeah, because this door is so shitty, there's actually a chance for it to just break every time you open it, which is, I always actually just, it's annoying, sure, but it's also just kind of funny. It encourages you to make a better door very quickly, which is actually not possible for a decent amount of time. Okay, so what's next? Oh, that's a Bowthorn. That guy's trying to shoot at us. Yep, like that. I want to kill him. I want to kill him. I don't know what these guys drop. I actually don't think I've ever gotten these guys to drop anything. It is a surface one, though, so it probably has... Wow, dramatic owl. Something else is shooting at me. Was it another Bowthorn? There's another portal over there. Be nice to get flowers. I wonder if we can use woad as the flower. Let's test. We're going to want to get this stuff as much as possible. There's definitely a thing here. Okay. I see crystals. Ah, shit. Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Don't kill me. Yeah, get fucked. Go away. Okay, there's multiple Bowthorns shooting at us right now. And Kurd's on now. He makes a sound right before he fires. So you can... Yeah, it's that weird eagle sound. So we can kind of predict him. He also has a melee attack? Oh, that's news to me. I've never gotten meleeed by these things before. Okay, well, we're down here now. So... Oh, hey, there's another portal. Look at all the rift blossoms! Fuck yes. You know, I thought that I was going to have a trouble getting rift blossoms, but the game's just trying to throwing portals at us right now. Yeah, the rift activity is very high right now, apparently. Not sure why. We're going to need a lot of these, so... come on. I miss the climbing mod. Even if it's overpowered, I miss the climbing mod so much. Okay. We have confirmed we can use woad to get these. So that woad over there just transformed into a rift blossom. We're going to want to plant these like crazy. This is actually the rift blossoms and the resources that they drop. Last time I played this mod, it was the limiting factor for the mod. Like, it was when you run out of this, you just can't play the mod anymore. Like, you just always need more of this. So we're going to try and get a bunch of it from this portal real quick. And hopefully we can get Rusty Dust sometime soon here. I already... Welcome to Vintage Story. I already need food and HP again. Okay, we're going to let those grow. I'm curious if I leave them and come back, if they will stay as... If they will remain being, like, blossoms, or if they're going to turn back into non... Ooh. More mushrooms. I will say that the that Thunderstrike was very close by. That Thunderstrike was so close by, there's literally sparks around me. Fuck me. Okay. And our knife broke. We need flint. Again. Get another knife. You guys are gonna see me make a lot of flint knives at the beginning of the game. I don't really apologize. Again, this is kind of how Vintage Story goes. Okay. Reeds. We need reeds. I need reeds to make a bag, and we also probably need a reed chest, but I also want to get reeds for healing as well. So we need to find more reeds. I'm hoping that there'll be reeds along the river here. Aha. That's a goblin. Wow. Fucking murdered that goblin. Holy shit. Didn't drop any resources, though. I'm kind of happy that all of the monsters that I installed don't have, like, crazy drop rates or something insane. Get some healing now. A higher priority for me. Because that, again, that healing is murdering our food bar. And there's so much horsetail here, I'm not afraid to... The fuck is that? The fuck is that? Well, we're gonna have to go check it out, especially because it just beached itself. There's a drifter here, which means that there's a portal nearby. We're not gonna worry about the portal right now. We do have Rift Bloom seeds in our inventory. We have a whole bunch of Rift Blooms. There's a bunch of them. So if another animal kills an animal, by the way, it just has a... Oop, flax. There we go. It has a much lower chance of dropping food and such. Food and hides and etc. Although, we got lucky. That one still gave us a hide. They can also decay, and eventually you'll just kind of start seeing bones everywhere. What is that thing? Oh, that's a fucking river dinosaur. So there's a pack of river dinosaurs along our river. Great. Happy to hear it. Apparently that mushroom was poisonous. And we didn't get any more rift things. Damn. I need more reeds, though. And I'm scared of whatever the fuck those things are. That's a wolf. Wolves are very fast. I don't like this. Oh, I got stuck on some terrain. Thank goodness. Okay. Oh, hey, vines. Vines are also very useful because we can turn vines into cordage a lot faster. Cordage and ropes. A lot faster. Means that we don't have to use all of our reeds, which reeds are just useful for like a million things, so finding alternatives to reeds to make cordage and rope is really nice. Plus, I think we saw something a second ago that required cordage and rope, and I've immediately forgotten what recipe we had looked up that required a huge amount of cordage and rope. Oh, it was the canoe. Although with those freaky dinosaurs in the water. I'm not sure if I want to get in a canoe right now. Some sort of bird. Wow, it is in fact actually very lively right now. Thought I heard something. Maybe bees? There are more bees. I know Azale wants bees, so there you go, Azale. There's more bees across the river. You know what? I should mark it. Bees are kind of rare in this game. And very useful. We already have charcoal. Good to know, good to know. Oh my god, there's just so many fucking mushrooms around here. That's really cool. They're all Death Cat mushrooms, though. There's a possibility I might be able to just survive on mushrooms. Let's see. These are food? These aren't food. So what I'm looking at is on the tooltip, you'll see fresh for days, but when eaten 80 saturation, minus 40 HP. That is very poisonous, keeping in mind that I only have 18 HP maximum. By the way, your maximum HP actually increases the longer you survive. Kind of an encouragement to survive for longer times. Okay. What do we need? The fuck is that thing? Some sort of flying monster. I didn't really look at the mod packs and the monsters that are in them, so I legitimately don't know. Man, early knives just harvest so damn slow. Okay. I'm getting like ADHD on my tasks here. What do we really need to do? I need food as one of my earliest resources. Another dead hare. Wow. Something's just murdering these things left and right. We have magic sort of being worked on. Those rift balloons are supposed to spawn or grow in a day or so. They might not grow all the way to fruition right away, though. They might grow one stage at a... That's a hole. You do not go into holes in this game. Underground is very dangerous. At least until we have light and some armor. Duck. So what do... That's another portal. Okay. Those are normally not that common, by the way. I don't think it's a mod setting. I think it's just a weather thing. Yeah, because you can see down here it says current rift activity. We're at medium, meaning that rifts are going to spawn a little bit more than normal right now. Okay, so we need food. The best way to handle food is honestly to get clay. So I think maybe we'll go ahead and... Can we plant this? No, we can just throw it away, though. We're going to go and find that clay that we were looking at earlier. It's all the way up there. And we're going to get some pottery going. The pottery will let us get like pots and pans and stuff like that. And whenever we cook food, we'll actually be able to add more than one thing into the food at once, which means that we will be able to actually make meals instead of just shoving things into the fire and cooking them. Oh, more mushrooms. Holy crap. There's so many mushrooms in this area. These are field mushrooms. I know for a fact that field mushrooms are fine. I'm actually starting to think that I will be able to survive a crazy amount of time off of mushrooms alone. Normally it's berries. I've never really gotten heavily into mushrooms before. Berries are pretty common in spring. They don't grow in autumn or winter, though, but you can get some crazy recipes going on by just collecting a ton of berries, and then you can make these potions, and they last like 900 days. Yeah, just food spoils too, by the way. They last like 900 days, and they give you enough food that you can honestly get through all of winter, even if you only had like maybe 20 berry bushes. It's really nice. It's actually something that Kurd taught me. Oh, on top of that, there is actually just fish, by the way. You can fish like old natural style. Just jump into the water with a spear. Yeah, there's one right there. My little Harry, my little god home, actually looks really nice from a distance. I've not seen it yet. Oh, another fun thing with a mod, if you've played a lot of Inventory, you won't recognize this. That little hill in the distance that I'm looking at, That's actually terrain. We have a mod on that makes kind of like these grayscale LODs appear for things that are far, far away. It's very fucking cool mod. And we have more clay here, so I don't have to go much farther. I'm gonna go ahead and mark this as blue clay. There's 2 types. Red clay, or actually 3 types. Red clay, blue clay, and fire clay. Don't use fire clay to make things. Fire clay is an expendable resource, and you will need a lot of it later. Interesting. It just says that Hetz died and didn't say how. I'm kind of curious how, because normally it gives you like a death message. Interesting. So we need a bunch of this. Being underwater is a little bit annoying. Again, this is not Minecraft. Usually it's actually not underwater. Ran into the swirl of death. Yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. Sounds like they had close encounters of the portal kind. So they probably died from sanity. They were convinced that they were dead, so they died. That's just my internal headcanon for what dying of insanity is like. It's kind of like there was a Lovecraft story that kind of went that way, where there's something about, you know, convincing people of things and then having those effects happen to them. Something about a painter? I might be wildly mistaken on this, though. Okay. What can we sacrifice? Because I want more of this. Bones are insanely common. We're going to drop bones. 1 stack of clay is not going to get me anywhere. You guys will get an opportunity to see clay forming, which is another, honestly, very cool and very, like, only vintage story thing. Let's see. 1.5 stacks. I did warn earlier that there's going to be some grinding. There's going to be some downtime. In future, I might actually make like a list of topics to talk about, because there will be a point, and by a point, I mean like already, right now, where I have run out of things to talk about. I can't talk about the game anymore. There's not enough going on screen right now for me to tell you about the game without like bogging people down with information based on things that you guys haven't even seen yet. We can make another basket, though. That gives us more inventory space, which means more clay. Trust me, we need honestly more clay than is physically here, probably. It's a major resource. It's how we're going to craft our storage. It's how we're going to craft pots and pans so that we can eat. We'll then make more storage. Then we'll make more pots and pans. And if I get enough of this stuff, I might even make roofing out of it, because blue clay shingles look fucking fantastic. They have this kind of like Japanese shingle kind of vibe to them without actually being Japanese shingles. I don't know. They just look really good in my opinion. So we're going to get as much of this as we possibly can. This is one of the moments that in a YouTube video, I would fast forward. That was some pretty delayed drowning. Jesus Christ. Server is struggling. I'll have to look into that between streams, because it should not be lagging this bad. I've never actually seen Vintage Story lag, and I've had the same host, like, not the same location, but the same server hosting service every time I played this game. And this is the first time I've actually experienced Vintage Story lag. Okay, that's probably enough clay. We actually have enough stuff now that we could head home. There's another one of those things, but this one's green. Curious what those are. They kind of look vaguely magical, so I kind of want to assume that there's something from the magic mod. Okay. I was trying to see if there was any rift blooms there, but looks like a no. I think our earliest building project is actually not going to be a house, but a staircase. If we can get some stones, like a large amount of stones, like hundreds of stones, which would require a more stony biome to find nearby. If we can get some stones and some dirt, we can probably make a path very easily. There is a... I'm sure you guys have noticed, but there's no stone pickaxe in this game. There just isn't. Our earliest pickaxe is going to be copper, which is why some people on the server like Hex and Newly and Kurd are kind of rushing copper right now in order to get some stone pickaxes. So that basically is one of the entry points to the game. We're literally in the Stone Age, and we need to be in the Copper Age. And as we go up the tiers of materials from stone to copper to tin to iron, etc., etc. Sprout in a day, sprout in a day. Okay. Fuck is... Oh, there's another portal literally right there. But as we go up the tiers, we'll even unlock new things that we're capable of making. I want to see... How do I make a chest? An absolutely enormous amount of reeds. Holy crap. Okay. Not gonna do that right away, apparently. We'll put this hide on the ground, I guess. Because again, you can store it on the ground. Cool as hell, right? Can I store that on the ground? No. But we can make stuff out of it. I really need a chest. Holy crap. Go put some stuff down real quick. So what I can do... It's not the most ideal thing, is I can sort my inventory. And then I can take one of my bags off. Oh, I can't put these bags on the ground. Okay. Some of the bags you can actually put on the ground. I guess you can't do it with the hand baskets. Probably because it's called a hand basket. So even if I make things out of clay right now, I don't have the logs and firewood and grass in order to be able to bake anything. So I'm not sure how useful that will be. So instead of making what I was originally going to make, which was some pottery, we're going to make some storage vessels so that we can actually store things. So this is clay forming. It's like napping, but in reverse, where we actually have to sit here and we have to, like, make the thing. Like, we actually make the pot. It's very, very cool. I will say some things are more fun to make than others. I have made so many clay vessels in my life that this is a relatively boring affair at this point. But some stuff is actually kind of cool to make. And honestly, this process is so unique and cool in the first place that I'm always happy to be doing it the first time. There is a function, by the way, if you press F, where you can go to duplicate layer, and you don't have to put down every single wall. Once you put down the first wall of the clay pot here, you can just hold right-click in order to put in the rest, and it will do it for you. Which, if you didn't know that one, I probably saved at least one person's life in Vintage Story right now. Their fingers will thank me if their mind does not. I think there's going to be one more layer. Yeah, and then we gotta go back to doing it manually because the pattern changed. Even if I'm not the one who gets up blacksmithing up and running, I'd love to show you guys blacksmithing. One of the other things that I really like in this game, it's kind of tactical. It uses a very similar system to this one. Someone just said, vile granite. I was like, I looked at the chat and all I saw was granite for a second, and I'm like, what? Vile granite. I know why they're saying that. Granite doesn't have a lot of copper in it, from what I remember. But granite's also my favorite, like, block to build with outside of, like, marble. So, honestly, I'm kind of happy about the granite. Oh my god, my door broke again. We'll deal with that in a second. So we put this down in this pit. We pick our door back up. And then we put in... I forgot the order. I think it's dry grass first. Yeah, we fill it up with dry grass. And then sticks. Yes. And then logs. Firewood, that is. We might actually have enough to fire specifically a clay vessel. We do! Hell yes! We had exactly enough resources to do that. And that'll be ready in like a day or two. And then we'll actually have some storage. And we'll want to do the same thing for some pots and pans and... Oh, I need to be crouching while I do this. Have our rift blooms grown? No. We should plant more. Now that we know that they'll break over time and that this is not a permanent planting location, we're just going to start tossing these down now. That portal is very close. We're going to get drifters tonight. Guaranteed. Yeah, I should have gotten rid of the grass. This is how you burn down a forest. Leaving grass near one of these pit kilns will just start lighting things on fire. Okay. Can I figure out how to do this now? No. Maybe that's the net spot we look up is... How the fuck? How the fuck do you even? I'm getting an important call. I will be right back. Okay, sorry about that. That was actually fairly important. That was my significant other that called. So, had to answer that one. That's legally required. If you don't answer their phone whenever your significant other calls, you're a bad person. What were we doing? Food. Yes. There is quite a few drifters at our door. We need to light up the area outside and make it safe so that this doesn't happen and we can actually walk around at night. That's on the list. We're getting to the point where we kind of like need a to-do list. A fairly fucking long to-do list as well. Yeah. It's kind of like how Vintage Story goes, though. There's almost always something that you need to be doing next, and you get lost. Like, if you've ever played Feed the Beast, it's very similar to Feed the Beast, where you kind of just get lost in the amount of things that you have to do. And there's going to just be so many things on your list at all times that once you finally get to the point where you're actually settled and happy with your base and with everything, you'll honestly just be shocked. You'll just be shocked by, like, oh my god, I have free time. They're sleeping. And trust me, it'll be hours, days, even possibly weeks before you get to the point where you feel secure enough to just be like, oh, I have free time in Vintage Story. Okay, we need a little bit more food. I am very annoyed by the fact that I didn't put enough logs in there. I think it's 3 logs per 1 item cooked. That's a ratio that I should memorize at some point. I need storage very badly. We're going to open this, and my spear actually penetrates through multiple of them, so we should be able to kill these guys all very easily. If you're one of the people watching either the VOD or the stream, and you have some suggestions of how to make a Vintage Story stream more interesting for you, please either get in the fucking stream chat if you're in the stream. I don't know why you're not talking right now, or get in the comments and let me know. I'm open to suggestions. I will eventually be probably turning a lot of this into videos, either on my main channel or on my secondary channel here. So, I mean, there's only so much that you can suggest that I will actually do, because eventually it will be an interesting video anyways. Yeah, confident of me to say interesting, right? But it will be a video anyways, so I'm not gonna like go too far out of my way. But if there's stuff that people are interested in seeing more of, or frankly seeing less of, let me know. I do want to do a lot of stuff, but there's a lot of things I simply, because of the limitations of inventory, legitimately just can't do early. Like, we can't really go into dungeons because my spear is going to break any moment now. Honestly, probably only a few kills left on it, and I don't have any armor. I could make some shitty armor, but it would just get me killed very, very quickly. It would not be worth my time or yours to do that. Despite my comparisons to RL Craft, we can't just spend all of our time dungeon running. We have to prepare for it. Like a proper Witcher, we actually have to like be ready for a dungeon. We can make our cooking pot next. We're just getting all of our cooking utilities ready. Everyone needs at least a cooking pot and a few bowls, because you actually can't get any food out of the bowls without cooking pots. Oh, hello. Oh man, I was just hearing you. Currently riding my elk 4,000 blocks north to take my stuff. Are you... So you're playing Vintage Story on your own server, I assume? Because I was about to say, I don't recognize the name. And there's no way you would have an elk yet. So yeah, you're obviously talking about your own server. Well, I mean, if you're enjoying Vintage Story, it's a great freaking game. I am making the wrong item, aren't I? Oh no, I made a cooking pot. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. It's just the way you said it. I was just like, I don't know why it confused me for a second. I'm just like, I didn't take your stuff. I don't know why my brain immediately went to the concept of I didn't take your stuff. But I don't know. It's been a long day. Do I want more crystallized memories? Yes. Once I start Magic, I am going to be trading you guys for crystallized memories pretty consistently. Because once I actually get Magic unlocked, I can no longer get them. It is actually impossible for them to drop for me. It's a really clever thing that the mod author did in order to make it so that as a mage, you actually want to trade with people. Yeah, we just started this server play and pseudo solo play a very short amount of time ago, Dallas. So welcome to the stream. We are very much in the beginning stages of this. I have played a lot of Vintage Story though, but I haven't played this. There's a lot of mods on this server right now that I've never played before, so I am going to be... a lot of the confusion comes from the mods. Vanilla Vintage Story, not that confusing to me anymore. These mods... that was a Boathorn. Where is he? Over there. Let's kill this guy before he spams frickin' bones at us. I hate that they run away. I hate that they run. Is my server open for everyone? No, it is not. The recruitment for my server is already closed, and the only people that were included are people that were longtime members of my Discord. I didn't want to have to make a whole bunch of rules, so we didn't go with an open server. I do apologize for that being the case, but at the same time, it was kind of necessary. We do have some resin. We're going to start making glue as soon as possible. Oh, that's what I needed charcoal for. Yeah, I need charcoal for glue, because we want to get that Wanderer Lantern also as soon as possible. Man, I really need chests. Oh, that Boathorn's back. See if we can kill him. He hit me mid-air? Dude! I'm, like, actually impressed by your accuracy right now. Mildly annoying thing, but it seems microstutters every half second. Yeah, that's the same lag that I'm getting, Kurd. I'm not sure where it's coming from. We're going to be looking into that between episodes. I'm very frustrated with it already, and I'd like for it to go away. I have no idea what's causing it. Can I put resin on the ground? I can. We'll put that inside. Whenever possible, we will do things like as immersive as possible, right? Like I'm going to have shelves with things on them, and we're going to separate our materials into different shelves. I don't know. The way that this game does immersion just makes me very happy, and I like leaning into it. Got charcoal if you want. I will want that charcoal eventually. Once I have something worth trading for, I will trade you some charcoal for you. Even if trading charcoal or other things means that like I go and gather clay and spend some of my time doing that. I'm fine with that. Okay. We need food. We did set up fishing. We need a freaking staircase very freaking soon. I'll probably make a shitty staircase maybe very, very soon. And then we will come back around and make an actually nice, beautiful staircase that, like, winds down the mountain eventually. Like, my dreams for this place is to have this, like, built-in kind of fortress sort of wood slash kind of like a witchy, hermity kind of thing up there, and then have a staircase that winds down the mountainside here and comes all the way down. And then we'll have some fields and maybe, like, a stable and stuff like that near the actual ground level here. We do have fish. And we can put worms back on. And then we can take our knife here and get some fish out of that. Heck yeah. We have food. Okay. In order to get the rest of that stuff burning so we can get food going properly, we need branches. And we need logs. And I left my axe up there. Fan-fucking-tastic. Oh well. That happens. I was so immersed in the immersion of putting my axe down against the wall that I then forgot that I was coming down here to get wood. This is why we keep flint on us. It's another tip. Don't ever get rid of your flint or your sticks. You'll never know whenever your tool is going to break next. I will say, once my scrap spear breaks, we can make flint spears, which are, because of my class, still going to be effective. Just way less damage than this scrap spear. Scrap spear is actually a higher tier damage than... Ooh. Fines. It's actually a higher tier damage than what is available to us right now. I don't even think we can even make a scrap spear. We can find them, though, I think. So we need firewood. Oh. Firewood? That's not enough. We need more. If we cut down this tree, as long as it doesn't break our axe, this one tree alone is going to be enough firewood to fill all of the clay pits that we need. Then we'll just be looking for sticks, and we can cut grass literally anywhere with a knife to fill up those clay pits. And once again, I'm finding myself needing a topic to talk about. I don't have anything prepared. That is a limited limitation of mine, and I need to figure that out for the future. 7 sticks is... I don't think that's enough. Though, that's a bush. God damn it. I didn't realize that was a berry bush. I didn't mean to pick that up, because those berry bushes are close enough to home that we're actually going to leave them on the ground there. I'm trying to find birch leaves. Because if we can find birch leaves... There are almost always little bushes of birch leaves on the ground. I want to say it's 10 sticks. What is that? Oh, okay. Orcs. Do orcs drop anything? This knife takes so long. Actually, I think what's happening is that it's not that the knife is taking long. The little micro stutter is... Oh, wow. Food, flint spear. Okay. Orcs. That's where it's at. These gears here is actually money. I don't really have... Okay. I have no inventory space. Fuck. And if we had a stairs right now, we'd be able to go back up to our base very quickly and drop things off. I really need that clay pot to be done so that I can store things. The first day or two of Vintage Story is just pain. It's pain and suffering. Every little step is just... You have so many things you need to be doing. But we now know that we might just be able to, like, hunt orcs nearby for a lot of our early game food. It kind of sounds nice that we have something that gets us food. It doesn't give us hides, so we still need to hunt animals. And we probably need to trade with someone else, because we do have that butchering flaw. That makes it so that animals, we don't really get as much from an animal. And that's kind of important. Okay. Another portal. Starting to think that there's quite a few of those. Not sure why. Not sure why. Okay. So I need grass. We're just going to make a crap ton of logs and store them for now. It's like you get these beautiful little piles of things going on. Such, I don't know. I get really obsessed with how much of an immersive game this is. Like, there's just nothing like it, to be honest. I can't even put down the gears. Do they need to go in their own pile? They do need to go in their own pile. We're not going to have food anytime soon. So we can go ahead and pile some food on here. And get that cooking. Sorry. What I meant was we're not going to have any pots anytime soon. Because I think it takes 3 in-game days. Stuttering driving you insane. I agree. It's also driving me insane. I would really like to know what's going on with that. I would check right now, but I don't think I can open the server. Plus, my significant other is on their way over right now, so we only have about 45 minutes to stream. I don't want to spend the last 45 minutes trying to solve server issues. But I will work on it for everyone else's sanity. Literally about as soon as this is over. Okay, I think I need sticks next. 8 sticks. Okay, good to know. And then we need some logs. And that's my bowls. Ready. And then we got one more spot there. And that'll be my cooking pot. I feel like such a waste only doing a cooking pot. Does it even... It might not even let me do a cooking pot by itself. What the heck? It literally might not let me do a cooking pot by itself. Why won't it let me add grass? Interesting. Do I actually have to fill it now? That used to not be a thing. It seems your home has burnt down, Hex. Well, it sounds like someone already did the bad thing and burnt their home down. That didn't take long at all. Aim in the middle? I was aiming, like, literally all across the entire thing. Yeah. Whee! Yeah. There's something going on there, and I actually can't... Server lag. Got it. Okay. It just worked, even though I was aiming at the same spot. Okay. Yeah, we really need to mess with the server lag. Okay, Rift Room sprouts. Seems the pit kiln's fire spread to it. Yep. Pit kilns. Burning down houses. Literally Vintage Story Day 1. Has happened to everyone I know now. I think Yeah, no, I actually can't think of anyone who has played this game with me who hasn't burnt down something. I burnt down Kurd. Hex has burnt down his house. Mahari has burnt down their house. Nulip burnt down literally like a third of the largest forest you could ever think of in your entire life. I had to come over there and help them put out the fires for, like, no joke, like 45 minutes. We still have screenshots of the devastation that that one fire caused. That's what happens when you live in the middle of a forest and start a fire. That was the best one, but that's because Newly likes overkill. So they went overkill even with burning down the forest. Okay. What did we need? We need sticks to finish that last pit kiln. Yeah, I think it was mostly just the server lag because I can't think of any other reason why it wasn't letting me do that, even though I was kind of aiming at the right spot. It's super weird. Really need to fix this server lag. The weird thing is that, like, it might not have enough RAM. I'm gonna go with that because whenever I was testing the server, I was on the server in creative mode for like 10 hours, maybe even longer. No, it was probably like 4 hours. I'm hiding behind the fact that this is my second time playing. I mean, fair. I'm not blaming you. This is just something that happens to everyone when they start playing Vintage Story, is they burn something down with a pit kiln. Specifically with a pit kiln. Okay, so these flowers stayed after the rift was gone. But we're not seeing flowers every... Oh, that one just turned back into an Eagle Fern. Okay, so the flowers do turn back. Interesting. We've confirmed that thought. We're also not getting sticks right now. I'm actively came down here to get sticks, and I'm actively not getting sticks. Okay. Focus on sticks. We came down to the forest because there's sticks in the forest. There's also dangerous things in forests. Like wolves and shit. Need 2 more sticks. Yeah, let's just start clearing some maple leaves, to be honest. Okay, I'm just going to go start that pit kiln because I would like my pit kilns to be going before I have to log off or anything like that. About to do the stupid thing. Wish me luck. What the fuck? Well, that's a magical creature. I hit the magical creature and broke the server. Nice. Well. Let's see. Check the stats real quick. I want to know why it crashed. It won't tell me. I did just notice that the server only has 6 gigabytes of memory, and it uses 4 while idling. So it probably needs more memory. That's something that I can probably update between. And the server's back up. Fortunately, whenever the server crashes, it actually automatically restarts. So you guys do not need to ping me if the server crashes. Since it's an upgrade issue, rubber banding, yeah, we were all getting rubber banding as well, unfortunately. Since it's a RAM issue, I am not going to be able to do that right away. I'll have to pull the server down for a moment and go and upgrade it. We have 9 people who are potentially going to be playing, so I guess I'm not terribly surprised that we're having issues with our RAM. I will admit though, whenever I... Oh god, it's still here. It is in fact shooting magic at me. I killed it! Okay, so it's a nature sentry. So I didn't crash the server just crashed. Wasn't my fault. Rusty Dust! Guys, that's so cool. I'm gonna unlock magic today. So killing elementals also gets us Rusty Dust. So what do we have to do again? I've already forgotten. So, we have to get our temporal sanity 10% or less, and then hold Control right mouse while holding a rusty dust. So we just have to crouch and right mouse, and we have to do it for about 5 seconds. So we find a portal. We kind of just jump into the portal, to be completely frank. And we hold this dust. They also dropped the shifting fibers. Oh, cool. It's to make mage stuff. I want Riftbloom seeds? Yes. Although you should give some to Curd Hex. They are also going to be doing I just did a badass dodge. They're also going to be doing magic, and I think I have a little bit of a lead on them right now. I think there's another sentry above me. Okay. We are going to try and unlock magic. Actually, we can do this faster. Put down rocks, and we're gonna get that debuff again. The one that... No! The portal went away as soon as I jumped into it. Rude. Absolutely rude. You know what's going to happen? I'm just gonna go ahead and predict it now. Now that I want a portal, and I want to go insane, I'm not gonna find one. They're just gonna all disappear as soon as I get close to them. Okay. We need to find another portal. I'd like to unlock magic as soon as possible, because the magic mod is going to be one of my primary focuses. But we also got enough resources to go and multiple... Yeah, unfortunately... Ooh, there's another portal. The portals only last, like, 5 to 6 hours in-game. Already a blast, I'm sorry. Hey, welcome. Well, I'm glad that you're joining us, Azael. Hopefully you get to join us more in the future. So we're going to intentionally plant rocks here. Get them to turn into this. Yep. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mana bar! We are officially a mage. And I need to get the fuck away from that before I die from that. Hey, Gary. How you doing? Cool. My goal for the first stream is actually already done. I am a mage. Once I get away from this and I stop fucking dying, I'm gonna go eat those EXP crystals, which will get me some experience towards my next mage level, which I'll explain in a minute. And I will read the book, because the book should be updated now with new recipes and new stuff. Oh my god, there's just these fucking portals everywhere. To be honest, I sound like I'm complaining, but this is actually a very good thing for these portals to be everywhere, because we're going to be a mage, so we're going to get a lot of opportunities to get our insanity resources. Okay, let's finish this pit. Oh hey, our first one's done! Oh, the glory of actually having a storage container. What the actual fuck that took so long. We can take things out of our inventory? What? What magic? What black magic is this? Jesus Christ. The game did not like what I was doing. Crossing a river. Yeah. Okay, we'll pick up these. And we can hold control to consume them. We'll go all magic-y for a second. And we get a... I wanted to see what the animation looks like from the outside. Ah, that's not a bad animation. It's very pretty. And that gives us an insanely small amount of experience, I just saw. So in the bottom left, you can see above my little blue mana bar now, I now have a little bit of EXP. Anyone got flint you can have? I'd like to start the game. I actually feel bad. We probably did actually, like, burn up all of the flints that Azael could have possibly had. That's very funny. Okay. Ooh, we have more stuff now. Rusty Discovery, a bunch of things that we can't do. And now we have magic basics. So we can meditate. We have to sit for 7 seconds and we can begin meditating. And then we will exchange temporal stability for mana. Oh wow, there's a lot of things to read here. There's a lot of things to read here. Wow. There's a lot more to this now. There's a lot more. So we have to, like, meditate on things? Interesting. We gain mana by exploring the world around us. When a mage looks at an eligible block, they will see a researchable tag in the block info. A mage needs to do is start meditating and look at the block. Particles will appear around the block, and after some time, 5 seconds, they'll be notified that research is complete. Each object can only be researched once. It should be noticed that the rare ancient artifacts have a chance to appear inside rifts. These can not only be researched, but can also be broken with a pickaxe. Ooh. Very interesting. That's a whole new mechanic. It's actually kind of a lot like the Thaumcraft research mechanic, to be honest. I got so distracted I didn't start my pit kiln. But we're a mage. One of my goals is complete. Now we just have to, like, get into the magic-y bits. There's a lot of magic-y bits. There's a lot of magic-y bits. We probably still need a lot of Rift Bloom, too. So it's good that we got that started. Okay. Is there anything we need to be working on right now? So obviously we need to be working on... we can't do anything there. We have to acquire a Thaumic workbench. Okay. Is it going to tell us how to make a Thaumic workbench? Can we just make one? Thaumic workbench. So we need a knife. We don't actually need an iron knife. Okay, good. We need mage weave and firewood. How do we make mage weave? Okay, so we have a bunch of different types of mage weave. Drops when broken. Crafted by. Okay. So we use these shifting fibers. Oh my gosh, why is it doing this? Normally you can click on something to get the recipe. And the shifting fibers... That can't be true. We have to use mage weave to get shifting fibers and shifting fibers to get mage weave? I don't think that's necessarily... That can't be true. I mean, we did get a shifting fiber from... We got 2 of them from fighting that creature. So maybe we have to fight more of those creatures. The sentries. I hope that's not the only way to get them, though. Because it looks like those are a fairly valuable resource in the grand scheme of things. I think I'm going to have to, like, sit here and actually read through this stuff at some point. Oh, we can close rifts with cleansing light? Interesting. Interesting. We got nothing over there. And nothing over there. And no pets. And this is all the things that we can discover. Okay. Acquire a utility block? Meditate while looking at a researchable block. Oh, can we research this? What does meditation look like? We should get, like, little particles around us? Yeah. Okay, we can't research Rift Bloom sprouts. But we do meditate every time we sit down, though. That's very cool. It'll only spend sanity to restore our mana if we're missing mana. I have learned that from last time we were on the mod. Although, I will say this mod is drastically different now. So, why don't we go and explore real quick and see if we can find any of those... I'd need more reeds anyways, or cattails, but see if we can find any of those portals that has a artifact inside of it. Or, alternatively, find more sentries and kill them so we can get some of this new magical material. Also kill orcs. Oh, that's not an orc. That's a goblin. That's a fancy goblin. A goblin hunter. And he gave me a free axe. Thank you. I will take advantage of that. And the stuttering is so bad. I do apologize. You guys have probably seen the stuttering as well on the stream and VOD. I heard something. I think I'm going to go visit everyone and see how they're doing. We've been playing for a few hours now, and I see quite a few names over there. Also, I'm going to avoid jumping into the water where the fucking dinosaurs are. I accidentally pulled out my torch. Okay. Bees. Bees! Hello! Greetings and salutations. How goes it over here? If anyone is speaking,
Up
there we go.
hit mute.
There we go. I was about to say, if anyone is speaking.
Yeah.
Patch, can I give you a very quick suggestion?
Yes. Don't make my house out of wood.
Okay. No, that's actually not my suggestion. So, take some dirt and put a 2-high pillar here, and then a pillar over top of the pit kiln. Your pit kilns are going to go out every time it rains.
Ah, no wonder things have been going so terribly.
Yeah. So you just want to make like a little L with one space of air over top of the actual pit kiln itself.
Yeah.
Also do it, you would also want to do that every time you want to put down a torch as well, because the torches will also go out in the rain. I was actually hoping that you would have a torch because I just put mine out by accident. Also, the same thing with your
I do
fire pit.
actually have a torch.
Yep. Don't pull it out. It's going to go out. Throw it on the ground. Real quick. I'm going to use your torch to light my torch. So what we can do is we can put it on the tree right here. And I can light my torch using your torch.
Will be set on fire.
Nope. Torches don't set things on fire. And there's your torch back. They also don't go out on the ground in the rain, but they will go out if you throw them into the water.
Yeah.
I see a Zale, but they're not talking. PvP's off, by the way, so me punching people is not a problem.
Fake Azale.
Yeah.
Wait, there's... No, there's 2 Azales. One of them's just looking at his doomed grave.
Oh, yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can hear me now. Okay, and you can talk.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Who's this over here? Wait, no, that was you. Do we have a Newly somewhere? Or did Newly just vanish into the ether, I guess?
The warning.
What's the warning? I think you got too far away from me. Yeah, you can't hurt me. Sorry.
Oh, just does the damage.
It just goes red. It doesn't do any damage now. We turned off friendly fire.
Yeah.
Mostly because dungeons are really claustrophobic and you end up sending spears through the back of your friends' heads. It's very RL craft coded there. Do you guys know where Newly ended up doing stuff?
I have no...
Yeah, a Zale with a scythe definitely looks dangerous, I agree. Sorry, go ahead. I wonder if Newly's actually going to... Oops. Going to do the town thing.
Honestly...
Oh!
Hey, I wanted to...
Holy shit!
Oh,
Okay, orcs are strong. Orcs are good.
oh sorry.
Yeah, they're very mean.
No, I meant like...
Holy shit.
Yeah, they're good for us. They have actually good resources on them.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah, do you want these crystallized memories?
Yes, I will actually eat them right now.
Behind you.
Found a hedgehog. Amazing. Yeah, that sounds about right. Do you guys not have an indoors? Is there no indoors here?
There used to be an indoors, but then it fell to the thing called fire.
I see. May I suggest packed dirt house?
Yes, that's what I've been doing.
Oh yeah, you have rammed
I
earth
literally-
here. Over here ramming some earth. Is that basically just packed earth but from sand? Is that what? I don't know rammed earth.
You compress packed earth into rammed earth.
Oh, that's pretty.
Using the same
That-
recipe.
That's either new or a mod, so.
Hey, whoever picked up my bushes.
Oh,
that
hey,
was
yeah, I
me,
have them.
sorry.
No, I also have some of
Yeah.
them. I have all of them now.
Um,
There you go. You threw them at my feet,
Yeah.
in my defense.
I was trying to get a on. I wanted.
Yeah, you are breaking in and out, Azale, by the way.
I was having.
Yeah, I'm
Playing
guessing
a
that's
mod.
some connection issues for sure. For sure. Are you trying to steal the resources that I'm actively collecting? What the actual fuck?
Okay, good news is that we now have a house again.
Does anyone need any healing?
Yeah.
I got like... There you go. You have to have space to pick them up.
So I have the.
There you go. How do I pants? Press C and you can either put them on your armor layer on the right side if they're armor, or you can put them on your pants layer on the left side. It's still raining, so I can't. Can't use my torch is what I was about to say, and my brain just fried midway through that sentence. Well, I already have 20% of my level in experience, so that's something, I guess. Did you guys see the dinosaurs in the river?
Yes, I believe one of them tried to eat me.
That's fantastic. Not for you particularly, but
Yeah. I understand.
I planted a flower for you.
I think I kind of took all of your, stuff
All my what?
again. All of your berry bushes.
Oh,
I have mine.
They're-
Horsetail polys.
horsetail would be for me. I was collecting those.
Oh, yeah.
Do you need any? This is healing.
Not currently.
Okay. So are you guys thinking about building the town around these two lakes?
Will be completed.
Like a good idea.
Yeah. I am kind of like permitting a little bit, but I do want to be involved. And by that I mean like I'll help you guys out whenever I am playing. And if you guys ever need anything or want some building help and stuff like that, you know, I am very
Yeah.
close by, and I'm planning on making a bridge and some stairs, like highest
Yeah.
priority
I can't
as far
wait
as
for. I can't wait to see how the bridge will turn out.
I have some cool ideas. There's actually a dock you can make that will make this like floating block so that there's not a whole bunch of like supports down in the water. And then I can... We have monkey bridges. If we don't have monkey bridges, we're probably going to add the monkey bridges mod. We do have monkey bridges. We also can make a monkey bridge, which are pretty amazing as well. Why am I should stop
Yeah.
butchering. I'm sorry. I literally have a negative to doing this.
I also have a negative to butchering.
I'm going to read chat real
I
quick.
don't know what-
And how did you settle on what terrain gen settings you wanted? I actually use two different mods for terrain generation. I'm gonna mute so you guys aren't hearing this. I use two different mods for terrain generation, and those terrain generation mods, the river mod and I forgot the name of the other one, actually have recommended settings. And then I basically just kept running seeds until I found something that I actually liked. Your world's on 500k by 500k with 25k. Yeah, I also put my polar settings to 25k. My land cover's like 70% and then 200% on ocean scale in order to be able to get rivers to work, because then you get a map that looks like this, right? And you get these beautiful rivers. Wow. Beautiful rivers.
That sucks.
That does actually very much suck, Hazael. Can I use your fire?
Sure.
Thank you.
I mean, it's there for a reason.
Just making sure that you didn't need to use it in like a few seconds or something.
Yeah. I shouldn't need to use it.
I think that it might be a local connection thing for you, Zale, because Hex is coming through beautifully. Have you considered going into your settings and increasing the audio input threshold? Because the audio input threshold determines where it starts to pick up your voice. Yeah, the server is bad enough right now that it is pseudo-duplicating items. Not actually, just visually.
Oh, yay, wolves.
Are they close?
I mean, I just heard them howl here.
They'll howl from a pretty good distance. Input is at max.
Just sounded closer by. I mean, restarting Vintage Story might work.
Restarting Vintage Story might work. I'm just going to sit in his house and meditate until the day is over.
Yeah.
I will say that I will post a mod list for people who are watching the stream or watching the VOD. It does look like we already have people who are new to my channel. Okay, my channel seems like it's really small, but this is actually my secondary channel. My other channel has 5k subs. So whenever I say new, that like is actually a thing.
Yep.
Oh, hey, we can hear you.
Can hear me?
But yeah, it looks like we already have people new to the channel.
Turning up the threshold makes it so you have to yell.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Turning down the threshold will make it so you can hear better, or so that way you can talk quieter. Turning up the threshold.
Oh, so I did that in the wrong direction.
Yep.
Oh.
Yes, we love having thirds in my house.
What just happened? Did I do that?
I placed
The
those.
thirds appeared.
You placed the ferns?
That
Okay.
was me.
Okay. I heard a sound and then ferns appeared, and I was like, did I magic? Have I accidentally magicked?
It might have been a lag moment.
Yeah.
Fucking...
No, my door, it's so incredibly flimsy.
It's hilariously flimsy.
Ari, where are
Oh,
you,
it's this! Help me kill it! Help me kill it! I need this.
I can't see it.
Okay,
And
thank
I
you.
am-
Let me harvest it, because it does better as a mage, I think. Yay! I got another thingy. I need more of those.
I will check.
Shifting fibers.
So where are you, Ari? So I continue on the map.
I am at approximately...
Slightly low fertility soil over here.
approximately negative 270 by 456. There's a hill over there. It's actually a fairly flat hill, about halfway up the mountain. You should be able to see my stuff pretty easily once you get close. So I'm literally like almost directly southwest. I actually am southeast, directly southeast of you guys across the river. So the bridge won't even be that
so
long.
far away.
I can see the whole valley from there, though.
Yeah.
I was actually telling Stream earlier that one thing I'm looking forward to is logging on every day and seeing your guys' progress. Just being able to look down over the valley and like seeing the trees slowly get cleared away and buildings go up and all that stuff. I think that's just very fun. And then I'm gonna come down here and help you guys build like general infrastructure, like roads and columns and farms and stuff like that. Because I think that's honestly, I enjoy doing that stuff for reasons I don't understand.
What if I make like a giant Hatsune Miku statue?
That we need that in our village.
That I will call that the fastest way to get banned in North America.
Just say that you hate me.
I'm trying to do
Just
this.
say that you hate all things fun.
Trying to do this hanging mod. I don't get it. You know what? I'm gonna sit inside your house for a second and look up this goddamn mod. Hold on.
Yeah, it's okay.
What's the mod
bad part,
called?
My house is a lot more structurally stable.
I do appreciate that.
Not a
I need
liability insurance.
to figure out what the hell the mod's called. Climb? No. Hang?
So what are we supposed to do after Flint here, guys?
Copper.
It's technically clay. We're supposed to find clay into places and get that sorted.
But it's really just rushing copper. Got it.
Not rushing, but copper is in fact the thing that you should be exploring and looking for. The reason that you do clay first is that you need enough food to be able to find copper without starving to death.
Okay, so the point of the hexagon that is next to us on the lake counterclockwise. You see what I'm saying?
No,
Let me pull it
I'm
up
not
on the
looking
map.
at the map right now. I am on where's not? I will Dallas, I will be sharing all of the mods on a mod list at the end of the stream. I just forgot to do it at the beginning. I do actually have a list though. You will not be able to do it on your current server because you have to regenerate the world to do it. Okay. Jump and press R. These will extend your arms forward and you'll be ready to catch a ledge. You can only cast ledges with both hands empty. If your camera shakes, you successfully grab the ledge and hanging. You can hold W to stand up.
Wait, Hex, what am I doing? What am I doing on your screen?
Space shift and backwards are deactivated.
Oh, it just appears that you're jumping up and down and like a lot. Oh, now it kind of looks like you were hanging for a bit.
So jump and press R.
So I can't see anything. It looks like insanity on my screen.
Maybe I need more room. Maybe that's what's going on.
Ari, try here. Try up here on this.
Yeah, just my shoulders trying to go forward a little bit.
Ari, try the three block jump.
Maybe I am actually having a keybinds issue. Give me a second.
Yeah, I'm also thinking I'm having a keybinds issue.
I bet there's more than one thing bound to R.
T-Rex.
Someone found it. That is one of the things that I added. I would not suggest fighting the T-Rex. That is a bad idea.
So I know we can tame them.
Yes. Well, no, but yes.
Well, can you tame a T-Rex?
No.
Okay.
But you can raise one.
Interesting.
Okay.
Do they have nests?
I don't know. I didn't read far enough into the bond to know for sure.
Okay. Hex.
Yeah.
Hex.
Let me go to mod settings,
I saw
maybe?
you cut down a ton of trees.
There's not a
You didn't cut down the
catch
trees with
ledge
bees,
from
right?
mod settings.
Okay, good. These are important.
There's no...
Yeah.
Not sure about this one.
Bees are gonna be really good because honeycomb lets us preserve food better.
Also, bees let us make candles better, so we can do lighting better mid-game. Because we can make beeswax candles, which are fantastic. So much better than the oil cans.
Yeah.
Actually, I watched a video about the oil lights. Don't make them. They're actually a waste of time. They do not produce enough light. Like, I think you need like one every 3 blocks or every 4 blocks to produce enough light to stop spawns. It's so bad.
Aesthetically, they might be good, but
Practically, no.
And my hands. I'm not able to throw hands here.
Yeah.
Yeah, just isn't working for me.
Huh. And I know it's not a relog thing because I actually changed my...
That's a skeleton.
Yeah, the skeletons are very easy to kill, though.
Yeah.
Like, I changed my keybinds before the server fucking crashed, so I have actually restarted at least once since then. Huh.
Yeah.
Hey, Ari.
Yes. Oh, you got a skull? Well, that thing's badass as hell. Hold on. Can we get it
do you
facing
want
the
it?
other way around? Ooh. I mean, yeah. If you guys want to trade me for, like, aesthetic items, I will happily give you guys magic and all kinds of shit, so...
Yeah.
Wait, can I wear it?
So,
If you are wearing it, I can't see it.
No, I can't wear it. Damn. I was really hoping I mean, I guess it's a human skull. Where the heck... How would I wear it? It is, in fact, the same size as me.
As a hat.
As a hat. I mean... Fair. Hey, could you guys come help me kill this thing?
yeah.
These guys are the thing I need... Yeah, they hit really hard. These guys are the thing that I need the most stuff from right now for my next step in magic.
Do you have bandages?
Yes. Give me a second.
Ah.
I will also give you some flax fibers because
I have, yeah.
I accidentally gave you all my bandages. Keep
Yeah.
them. There's a million horsetail at my
Sure.
house. Just keep them.
Okay.
The only thing that I'm running low on, I realize I'm walking away while talking. The only thing I'm ever running low on is reeds right now. So. Also, Azale, are you sure you want to make your house out of maple logs?
Why? What?
Okay.
What happened to my house is...
We don't learn lessons
Well, I
around
know.
here. Gotcha. We don't learn lessons.
No. See, so there's playing smart, and then there's starting a fire right next to your house. Okay, and I don't start fires right next to my
No.
house.
No, you don't.
I do.
Oh,
Because
fair enough.
this is my second time playing.
There we go. We got there.
Fair enough.
We
enough.
got
Yeah,
there.
okay.
We got there.
I guess I am. My roommate is a fire hazard. That is true.
And that's not your only roommate. We have 7 other players who are going to be joining us, and only one of them is super. No, 2 of them are super intelligent, which is Kurd and Newly. The rest of them, I don't even know how long they've played. So, just keep that shit in mind.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just looking for something for like to get my feet off the ground. So I'll be fine for now as long as
Okay.
X doesn't burn down my house right now.
Good
You
luck.
know.
It's okay. I would never do that.
I'm gonna go back
I
home
get
now.
trapped.
I would never do that, Azale.
I'm slowly backing away.
How
Goodbye.
much home do you have?
Me?
All right,
Nothing.
Yeah,
I just have
Okay.
resources, to be honest. That's it.
sounds good. How do I make planks?
You
Okay,
need
that's
copper to get an axe.
Okay, I thought you needed a saw. Yeah.
Yeah, you need, sorry, copper for a saw. You're correct, but you need copper first. Copper is the entryway to 90% of the stuff that you're going to ask me for.
Good. I know where some copper is, though.
Okay. This is why I very much enjoy having other people in the server, but I'm very much not going to live near them because I'm never going to get anything done. Wonder if I can kill that. Well, it doesn't just like auto aggro me for being in the water, so that's good. Why do I oh my god, Azale filled my inventory with freaking random ass plants. Ah, aggravating. Zale trolling me? Wouldn't have heard of it. Never would have happened before. Is that a moose or that's a moose? Moose are dangerous. Moose are dangerous. Okay. I was about to say, at least it's a moose, not a wolf. But apparently, moose fucking come for you. What the hell, bro? I never did anything to you, dude. You're at my house. I'm not at yours. There is no territory dispute here. Holy shit, it's still coming. Yeetus deletus. Goodbye. Yeah, that's what I thought. Cool thing about this game, if you didn't know. Animals and even monsters run away when they're low HP. Kind of fucking cool. Very cool. I'll mute myself again so if someone walks by, they're not hearing the crazy man on the mountain again. I wonder if I can see their place from here, actually. They're right there by the river, or by the thing. Actually, they're slightly over here. Yeah, look at that. You can see them moving around. You can see a little bit. That's very cool. Found a tin bronze knife in a tree hollow. Ooh. Damn. That is a good find. It won't last too long, to be honest, because knives have the lowest durability out of every tool in the game. But at least for the time being, beautiful. Can I put this skull on a wall? No. What about put it right here? Let's put it outside, maybe. No, there's not really an outside to put it in right now. And there's not even really an inside to put it in. There we go. We have skull. Can I put this book down yet? No. Oh, that one's not a real fish. That's what's happening. The fish are still being fake because the server is so fucking stuffed. Okay, we have some more shifting fibers. That's good. We have some more real fiber. I keep forgetting we have a fucking chest. Thank goodness for storage space. We're going to need a lot more storage space. The Magic mod has just like so many things in it that we're really going to need a lot more storage space. Oh, we only can put only a handful of gears on the ground. That's unfortunate. I was hoping we can make like a whole ass horde. Yeah. It's like a whole thing going. I will say I'm probably never going to stockpile food because with all these motherfuckers playing without me, by time I log off and then log back on, until I have like food that lasts an incredible amount of time, all of my food is going to rot every time I log off. So it's not super worth my time to do that. For anyone who knows Vintage Story and is wondering why I'm not like making a cellar right away, because that is one of the things you would normally want to make very soon, but it's just not worth my time to make a cellar if everything's going to rot as soon as I log back on. We do have our server settings to the maximum though, so that I think it takes a full 24 hours of the server being online for one season to pass. So we're not going to just like see the seasons go really fast or anything like that. Maybe I have to hold R? No. See, the funny thing is, no, my shoulders go up either way. Huh. Stutter returns. Yeah. Weird. So we know the mod works. We saw Azael grab onto a ledge. Now we just have to figure out how the heck Azael managed to grab onto a ledge. Wow. We're quickly approaching the God damn fucking doors. We're quickly approaching the 30-minute mark. And my significant other should be here. Actually, let's check the text. Literally any minute now. So since we're... Sorry, I said 30 minutes, didn't I? The 3-hour mark, not the 30-minute mark. Since we're so close to the 3-hour mark anyways, I think that is going to have to be where we call it for today. I am glad that we managed to become a mage. We managed to do some of the absolute basics, got a little house done and everything, and we got Vintage Story started. If you're interested in seeing more of my streams in the future, I don't exactly have a streaming schedule, but we do have a Discord, and I will post a Discord link in the chat here in a second. You can go there, and there is a thing called the streamer tag that will make it so that you can see all future streams very, very easily. I hope you guys have enjoyed the stream. I'm going to see if that works. That does work. Very nice. And I hope you guys have a good night. Take care of yourselves. The world's kind of dangerous these days. Goodbye.